Testing. Testing. Hold on, give me a sec. Hello people, it is me, your lovely and wonderful host Mel, bringing you more fun, more love, and a little bit of chaos. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing wonderful. We are going to be playing some more Wua. Yes, I know. Wua again. I really like 2.4 is confusing. It was confusing for the most part of the stream. So I am hoping I can get a bit more out of it this stream. I'm hoping to do a bit more and explore a bit more. So hopefully, also let me change the title for the Twitch stream. Give me a sec. A sec. There we go. But yeah, hoping to do a bit more exploration in today's stream and just kind of check out the game. I also just kind of want to stress test the game because apparently I wasn't the only one who complained about experiencing lag on stream of the game. Maybe it's just the side effect of me having a potato PC. Who can say, you know? Who can really say? But for the most part, let's just go in there, let's check it out, and let's see how it goes, you know? Let's see. Okay. Hold on. I wanted to see if it was just a thing of me dealing with OBS, but to some degree it is a bit faster now. I did a bit of tweaking with like the graphic settings and everything. So I'm hoping like I can properly stress test it this time now. Okay. So I found the location of the goddess, by the way. I actually didn't expect she would be in here. Also, look where she is. Like, bro.
Hands off my friends.
Quite literally the coolest boss right now. I will say I was expecting more out of her moveset when I first fought her.
My compliment.
Like, at this point, I am kind of overpowered to begin with, so it's not like she's any trouble for me. Let's see what moves she has. Ooh, dodge. Ow. Ooh. But yeah, for the most part, I just wanted to stress test it for a stream just to see how well it does. Ooh. Cause like before we were having so much lag and it wasn't a great feeling, to be honest. I will say though, so far 2.4, there's still so much I'm still kind of sitting on with 2.4. It's not by any means bad. I don't know, it just feels like something's missing. At least this is just my opinion. It's not like I'm saying it's bad or anything, but it's not as grand as I was hoping it would be in the long run. The story is pretty fun, and I do like the introduction of characters. The introduction for characters really did sell the scene for me, you know? You guys know how I am when it comes to like storytelling, and I will say that 2.4 did have like a pretty, I don't know, is the word thematic? I'm gonna go with thematic and hope I'm not fucking wrong. But it had a very cinematic type of storytelling. I genuinely did understand, like, oh yeah, this is the Colosseum kind of feel to it. It's having that kind of storytelling to it. Oh, so you can just go meet the goddess naturally? Oh, that's cute. I like how she just sits like a queen and just looks pretty, you know? So she only attacks you if you go to the center there, but if you come and meet her up here, she's just kind of chilling. That's nice. Wait, I want to see if I can get a good look under her helmet. Give me a sec. I can only get a tiny bit, but in the cutscene where you see her looking at you, you can actually see her eyes under the helmet. Her eyes are closed. I do not know how this thing's seeing you through the fight. It is a cool little detail, though. I want to do some of the side story quests because it does look like there is a lot more behind that. Plus, fighting the mobs here is, I feel like it's a little less intense than it was when you're fighting in Renacita. Specifically Raguna, anyways. Because the mobs here feel more... I don't know what the word is. They feel a lot lighter to fight. Like they're not putting enough pressure on you. Maybe it's because we're fighting gladiators. That could be a factor. There was loot inside here.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
Whee! Wait, why did it bring me up here? Oh, there's loot up here. Wait, what? Hold on. Leap of Glory? Hold on. There's no way. Is this supposed to be an Assassin's Creed reference? What the actual hell? There's no... That's actually kind of impressive. It is an Assassin's Creed reference. I saw this on Twitter and I thought like it was just a mod or something, but no, it actually is just an Assassin's Creed reference. That's kind of cool. I like it. There's supposed to be another one inside the city where if you jump, like it'll give you the same prompt and then you jump off into like a bunch of bushes. A bunch of bushes or a bushel of bushes? Which one is it?
Quickly and swiftly.
Oh cool, there's loot.
Come at me. All yours.
You will yield. With my compliments.
It also doesn't help these guys that I'm overpowered already. Like, what did they expect to happen?
In the name of the Montellis.
So far, I've been using Carlotta a lot because she's kind of my main for like doing insane amounts of damage.
Can you keep up?
I don't think I've used any of my 4 stars ever since I got Carlotta. Which is kind of sad because the other 4 stars are pretty good. I'm just very bad at leveling them up. I'm just very bad at leveling them up to begin with.
Lighter than a dove.
There's another one over here.
A smooth journey.
I think in 20 days they're gonna release the next character. Oh, hold on. There we go. What am I slashing? Nice. Oh, there was loot over there. But yeah, I do think in 20 days they're probably gonna release the other girl, Lupa.
Quickly and swiftly.
Because they said like 20 days. They have something here that states like in 20 days it'll be unlocked. So I think that's when we're gonna get the other half of the story, you know?
Still recognizing.
Oh, dodge.
Bask in the sunlight. Fruit of my compliment.
There we go. I will say, so far, the only units I really want to work on, I want to work on getting my rover to do more damage. My rover to do more damage and to level up Cardathea. Because apparently word on the street is Cardathea levels off of HP, which is insane to me because I'm like, well, shit. I have to find a way to get her like 5k worth of HP.
Efficiency, but windfall profits.
Because I only recently learned this. It's not here, no. I only recently learned this, but they introduced the guide depot. Hold on, give me a second. I need to blow my nose. I don't want you guys here. There we go. So they introduced the guide depot, which is essentially kind of like, oh wait, you guys can see it? Oh, that is completely well, this is embarrassing. Anywho, inside the game they have this thing called the guide depot, which is apparently supposed to allow you to check characters. You can check each character you have, and it'll tell you what particular things you should focus on giving the character and what type of items you should focus on getting for the characters. That way, it's not like, oh, 1 minute I'm leveling Cardathea, the next minute I'm trying to level up Lupa, then I'm trying to level up Rover, you know? It kind of just gives you, like, okay, which of these characters do you want to do big damage numbers on? You go to the guide depot, you click on it, and then you pick the character. It's gonna suggest echoes, weapons, process of evolution, like which of the abilities should you focus on leveling up first, that kind of stuff. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool because Zenless Zone Zero did this, and when I first saw it, I was like, wait, you mean you're giving me advice on how to level up my characters without me having to go to some popular YouTuber to do it? That's awesome. I love it. So yeah, you just do all of that, and like it just makes leveling up the character a lot simpler for you, and it makes it a lot easier because then you're like, okay, I want to level up my favorite resonator.
Anything I can
It tells you, it's like, okay, this is the weapon she needs because this is the weapon that comes with her, and it's like, oh, okay, if you just get these items within some time, you should be able to level her up. It tells you which set of echoes are best for leveling her up, and now I just realized Eternal Radiance. Hold on. Okay, I was confused. I was like, when did I put these two echoes on her? We'll get back to that's a problem for another time. But yeah, so it's really nice. I do like some of the innovations they made for 2.4. Some of them I kind of don't like, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them I think are a little bit doo-doo. Like, they have this setting, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they had this setting, I don't know where it is. There was a setting here that basically controls, like, every time you attack or fight in the world, the leaves would move around. The environment kind of indicates that, oh yeah, there's some force being applied here. But all that did was just kind of up the interactive environment. All that ended up doing for me was making it harder for me to run the game. I literally racked my brain all throughout yesterday trying to figure out how I screwed up so bad with the settings. I was like, what the hell is up with my settings? These are the settings I always used to stream. What's going on? Only for me to be like, oh, okay, there's a bunch of stuff in here that I really just do not need. And mind you, most of these settings were just fine, like, before the new update. Like, you can check some of the streams if you think I'm bullshitting. Although, considering it's Twitch, they've probably already deleted some of those videos already. That sucks. But at least that just kind of explains my point, though. It does kind of explain my point. So, it's just like, honestly, I like this new update because of, like, I'm a big nerd when it comes to stories about, like, gladiators and glory and fighting for, like, glory and stuff like that. But yeah, aside from that, I don't really like how, like, I sort of kind of can't run the game as smoothly as I used to. Now, don't get me wrong, I have a potato PC, but this potato PC has run a lot of games it shouldn't have been able to for a good time until those games got an update. Then I was truly screwed. Let's see, I've run the finals on this laptop. I've run, like, I play freaking No Man's Sky on this laptop. And you would think that like, oh yeah, No Man's Sky is not that big of a game. Man, look, y'all should play No Man's Sky once in a while. You will realize just how energy consuming that game is on your laptop. But it's really good though. If you like adventure games, I would strongly recommend No Man's Sky. Not sponsored, but hey Sheen, if you want to sponsor me, I'd be really open to it. I love No Man's Sky. What I want is a No Man's Sky hoodie. If there's a No Man's Sky hoodie, I will buy it. Hold on. There's something here. But where? Is it up here? What? Oh, there's a flying quest. Okay. Or so I thought. Wait, why did it bring me here? But yeah, oh wait, this is where we first arrived. I forgot. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot to explore. It's nice, and I'm really happy with it. I'm just not happy with the fact that like some of the things can't run on my PC now. But I did say it before, if I can earn a little bit of money off of commissions and stuff like that, I am looking into buying a new PC. Preferably one that can run a lot more games and allow me to do a lot more on it, because I really want to stream like high quality games and stuff like that without you guys having to experience lag and stuff. Because I do know that ruins the experience, and trust me, I'd love to fix that at any point in time if I could. Oh, how did I not notice this place? Hey, it's the mariachi band! Honestly, these are my favorite parts of Renacita. Just seeing the echoes play music like calmly is such a treat to me. I just know they're gonna put this on the Spotify. I think I already have a few of their songs on my Spotify because they were just that good. Hold on, where is it? There it is.
Get the champion special, and you'll be one step closer to victory.
What an ad. Okay, we can do one of the side quests. I know I got a few side quests recommended to me. Starry Night, Rachia, Zehi, Cantarella. Rest assured, we will play all of these on stream. Don't know how long the Golden Anthem is set for, though. It's an event quest. I don't know how long it'll be there for, but I do hope I will have the chance to at least play it. Dream Contagion. Complete the challenge and defeat the nightmare hidden within the Dreamscape node. Alright, let's track it. Is it up there? Yeah, it is. And all these quests about finding the chests, I do those in my own time. All in the hopes that I can get Ardathia's weapon. Because that's the thing I really want right now. Because I feel once I get her weapon, like, she'll truly be complete. It's weird to just see an Echo just standing there menacingly.
Windfall profits. Gotcha.
One of them is over here.
There's my overtime fee.
The other one's over here.
Gotcha.
I've already got. This one should be over here. But it said I found 4 of 4.
Windfall profits.
Unless I wasn't meant to find that 4th one up there. Which would be fair. Although one thing you can never really shit on Wua for is the exploration has felt the exploration is worthwhile and they make it worth your while. You find stuff like funny references from like different games, cool little items here and there, and a little bit of lore sprinkled in from every now and then. See, the thing is also I have no problem. Oh, look at that little sleeping Drake. He's adorable. My thing is I never have a problem with side quests. My problem is when a side quest isn't engaging enough for me. Like, I get frustrated when, like, a side quest isn't entertaining enough. And I'm not asking for, like, groundbreaking cutscenes or whatever. I'm just asking, you're basically selling me a story. Make me give a damn about that story. That's all I ever want.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
Like, let's see, what game can I describe? I've played a decent amount of games, even if they weren't like big games. They were still pretty good in terms of storytelling.
I'll take it as my overtime.
Like, for instance, anyone that was, I don't know if you guys were here when I was playing not Death Stranding, Death's Gambit. Death's Gambit was a pretty good game. I had fun with the dialogue in the game. Basically, you're basically working for Death throughout the entire game. And the game gives you several choices, like, do you want to work with Death or do you want to disown Death? If you disown Death, then yeah, GG's. You basically have to play the entire game as a mortal. But if you work with Death, that's where the roguelike aspect of it comes in. You die, you start again. You die, you start again. That kind of thing. The funny thing about Death's Gambit was dying is also another part of the gameplay because it actually factors into several things you may experience in the game. It's hilarious and I love it. That was like a unique type of storytelling that I didn't expect to find at all in like the game. Especially the part where the game just randomly calls out my Steam name. I was like, okay, pause. Time out. What the hell do you mean you're calling out my Steam name? This is worse than Undertale. It was worse than it was worse than Undertale, where Flowey just destroys your saved file. When I was playing that Undertale in high school, that for me was like, okay, you need to be stopped. Because what the hell do you mean I can't load the game? And then to add insult to injury, Flowey then closes the game. Like, the game literally closes on your laptop. Now, that's a level of storytelling that I love to see. Give me more crazy mechanics like that, because I actually love those. So yeah, that's why I'm always hyper fixated on, like, good storytelling, fun voice acting. I need something to capture my attention. Not because I have a short attention span, but because I have such a high attention span that, like, I need to constantly keep it, like, interesting, you know?
I don't have all day.
Kill them. Kill them all.
Reduced to dust.
Withered flowers. Divinity of Septimon. We have conquered the land and built an impenetrable fortress upon the mountain's crown. From the very beginning, the echoes stood with us, loyal and unyielding and true. O brave people of Ranasita, future warriors, let this monument bear witness to your courage. In the beginning is the lion, peerless in might. In the end is the knight, faithful to the last breath. What we leave behind will one day rise again through you. The Lion and the Knight. Interesting. Out of curiosity, could the knight in this case be referring to Cardathea? Sorry, the knight. Oh, careful there.
Victory favors me.
Thank you.
the name of the Montellis, can you keep up?
I'll say it again.
Craftsmanship. The wise
Carlotta's animation for fighting has been one of the most intriguing parts of this game. Because I think with each 5-star, they kind of they're trying to see how much they can outdo themselves. Like, you had her forte being glass, or I think mirrors, I can't remember. But hers is like very thematic and so colorful. Then you have Zenny's attacks that are like clockwork related. Oh, hey, Keoholic, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. That means so much to me. Hope you're having a good day.
Can you keep up?
I don't really know what to say, but I hope you're having a good day. Before I started streaming today, I went downtown to go enjoy some nice little ramen. I had to get groceries because my fridge was empty. My mom came for a visit. I think I mentioned this before on stream. And I shit you not, the first thing my dad calls me is like, your mother called me. And I was like, yeah, what did she say? Because here I am worried that like, she was like, oh yeah, she didn't have fun at my house or something, or she was bored. No, my dad literally calls me and says, your mom said your fridge is boring. What? And mind you, my roommate's mom also came to our apartment because like we were graduating and stuff. She said the same thing. I was like, ma'am, we're university students. What does an interesting fridge look like to you guys? Cause I need to know. Like, is it like what? Do I need to have like wine? Do I need to have burgers in there? Like, what am I missing?
I don't have all day.
Because if two grown women can say our fridge is boring, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned. It's like, man.
Efficiency, above all.
Because for me, I was just like, I thought it was pretty decent. Like, we have fruits in there, we have vegetables. There's like 1 or 2 drinks in there. So I was like, what do you mean my fridge is boring? Oh.
Time to part ways.
I'll
There we
take it
go.
as my overtime fee.
Ooh, what's that up there? It looks like something worth exploring. My fridge is so boring, I can't lie. I have the bare minimum. And you know what's funny? That's good enough. If the bare minimum is enough to keep you fed, healthy, and satisfied, that is good enough. That's why I was so like confused when she said my fridge was boring. I was like, it has the necessities in there, man. Like, what do you want from me? Asking a university student to have an interesting fridge is like, man. I'm like, you're lucky is like my fridge isn't just filled with like beer in there. It's like 6 cans of beer. Ooh. How do I get inside here? How am I enjoying 2.4, by the way? So 2.4 is interesting in the sense that like I'm having fun. I am a little also confused, but I'm having fun. There is a lot that I still don't understand. I explained it before that like I both understand how the story is proceeding, but also don't understand in some areas. But I am looking forward to the next half of the story that's released because I feel like a lot more information is going to be cleared out then. But when I first played it, I had a lot of graphic issues and there was a lot of frame fall off in between stream. So I guess that did kind of hurt the experience a little bit. Outside of that, I loved the scene with the Coliseum with the music and the people cheering. The music was kind of getting me hyped. I was like, yeah, this is what the Coliseum should feel like. It's like I like the music for this new region to some degree. It's calm sometimes, but the combat music is kind of gearing you towards the fight, that kind of thing. So I do really like it, and I do hope that like the music only gets better from here, man. Because I think ever since people said that like the music in their first release was a little flat, they were like, I bet we can do much better than this. And they did. They kind of did, in my opinion, anyways. Oh, did the roar bring you here? What roar? You the roar. It's a bit hard to explain, but the introduction first. I am Tulia, a traveling ecologist. Have you ever heard of scourge wings? Can't say I have. They're extremely rare, usually dwelling in high altitude regions, way off the grid. For years now, there's been no sightings. Most just write them off as folklore at this point. But not long ago, I heard something right here. A roar of a scourge wing echoing from that tower. Is it trapped in the tower? Well, there's an old story I once came across centuries ago. The warden of this tower tamed a scourge wing and became its master. Then the dark tide hit and swallowed everything, sealing the tower away. If the story is true, then the dragon might have never left. Are you trying to get into the tower? Yes. I spent years searching for any sign of the scourge wing, and now I'm this close. I can't just walk away. But as you can see, the entrance is sealed by some kind of fibrous growth left behind by the dark tide. There's no way I can break through it on my own. I might be able to help. That would be wonderful. Here, take a look at these strange threads along the gate. I think they're important. I think I've already opened this before, so I can kind of just do it. This particular Echo, I hope we get to use him like as like an attack or something, because he's particularly the coolest part of this entire update. There we go. So it can be severed after all. Good. Now we finally have a lead. Hi, Estelle. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a stellar day. Brother and sister, Lyan and Ist. Are these two scourge wings in the painting? Yes. Just like the legends say, they always show up around the time of a disaster. Back then, people thought scourge wings caused those disasters. Their name reflects the misunderstanding, but in truth, they were messengers trying to warn people. A sharp, piercing roar. Oh, that's the roar I heard earlier. It's coming from the passage to the left. I'll go take a look. Please let me join you. I sure hope this girl doesn't die. She's been following us around a lot. Wait, is she playing with the dragons? That's cute. Well, they have to die now. I muted stream while trying to chat. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I went to the grocery store to get some food. There's a special frequency nearby. But yeah, I went downtown to get some food and stuff like that for my fridge. And the girl that was helping me pack the groceries put the chicken separately from everything else I purchased. So I basically left my chicken at the supermarket, and I'm gonna have to go back tomorrow to pick it up. Which is quite literally just the worst experience ever, because I was just like, I don't want to have to go downtown again. Luckily, my roommate isn't around, so he lent me his bike, so it allows me to get around town fast, because my town is basically on a hill. So going upwards is a pain in the ass. Going downwards is pretty decent. Let's see. The story so far is fine in my opinion. I really like the ending in 2.4. I'm hyped for the second part though. Ah! Nah, I feel you. Like the story towards the end of the story, I actually did feel genuinely hyped. Even if my graphics were my frames were falling off hard during that time, there was a certain level of hype building up from there. Hello, Estelle from YouTube.
Can you keep up?
But yeah, let's see. What's the lore behind this? Voice of a gladiator. Huh. You managed to break a bone that time. But don't forget, I still won this month's duel, Ith. Like I said, the day you beat me in a duel is the day you go free. You're not strong enough yet. Ha ha ha. Roar all you like, won't change a thing. Looks like you're stuck in the bloody tower with me a while longer. This might be the lingering specter of the tower's warden, and that name is Ish. It might be the name of the Scourge Wing in the tower and one of the Scourge Wings from the painting. So the bond between them wasn't as noble as the old stories made it out to be. The path ahead is blocked. We'll have to go up these platforms. Yeah, you were lagging too. Apparently everyone experienced the lag in 2.4, which I feel is kind of upsetting because I was like, that definitely would have hurt the experience for most people because they're just like, God, it's lagging so much. I can't fully appreciate the story this way. Those threads again, they've sealed the way forward. We'll slash them same as before. Like Renacita, when we were introduced to Renacita, it was just back-to-back graphics were good and everything. So like you could fully appreciate the beauty and work that went into Renacita. But it was kind of sad to just see that, like, yeah, not a lot of things went through with this one. There we go. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Pull down the obstacle. It's not giving me the grappling hook prompt.
Gently does it?
Hey, hold on. There we go.
Keep up.
I have to say, the music is rather calming. A louder roar. This way, we're close.
You will yield.
Nice.
Anything catch your eye?
I find that pairing Zani and Carlotta with this girl is actually the best team I could come up with. Because she heals them while Zani can block at least one attack and just go hog wild, while she attacks from a distance. Like, at least that's the team symphony I have right now. Pull it down. There you go. There's another picture. Let me see. It was a hollow duel. My old rival had been bribed by the house and in the end handed me the victory. What the? Oh! The glory of the arena belongs to the spectators and the house never to me. Dang. The old story mentioned how the warden of this tower once won the championship, but he refused the title, for that his house cast him out, because his opponent threw the match. Yes, for most gladiators, glory matters more than life itself. Failure you cannot live with, but a false victory, never. Yeah, that kind of explains why Lupa didn't like that her house was throwing matches. Because it stains the honor of the Colosseum, you know?
A wise investment.
What is a gladiator whose matches are thrown? not a gladiator at all, right? I came back to the game on the anniversary. I played it when it launched but quit. Then I came back and I pulled Carlotta for her weapon and Rochia in like 80 pulls. It was insane. Yeah, no, I feel that. I got Cardathea after 3 pulls. I was literally crossing my fingers. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get her on this pull. I'm gonna get her on this pull. It's the only thing I haven't gotten is her weapon. Oh, look at that boy. That is a big boy. It's Ith, wrapped in those strange threads. We'll have to cut through the mask to get it. Oh, this is gonna be a boss. This feels like it's about to be a boss battle, isn't it? Okay, there we go. It's all clear. Now we reach the platform. But I didn't break all of the crystals, though. Oh, there's more down there. But yeah, cool. Who's your favorite character so far in the new update in 2.4? For me, I think the red hair lady so far has kind of struck me as a really cool like queen character. Like you can clearly tell like yeah, she is not someone that takes shit casually. I do also like Moon Girl, the priestess. She seems pretty good. Like her first introduction really gave the vibe of somebody who knows what they're doing. Did I make a mistake somehow? I did. Ugh, how do I get back up? Uh-oh. We're trapped. We're trapped. Okay.
Lighter than a dove.
Let's go. I wonder if this dragon can talk. I like his design though. This place, it feels like a Sonoro. Like the weight of all the frequencies inside the tower have warped the space itself. Wait, the helmet, its frequency is being absorbed. From a moment you feel the helmet dissolve into a frequency, merging with the dragon's own. Oh no! A roar echoes, heavy with meaning. He's trying to say something. It's like a broken, mournful whisper. Flavio. Sounds like a name. Could it be the tower's wardens? Likely so. And that helmet we found might have been his. That would explain Ish's reaction. If we can recover more of these frequencies for it might be able to wake up from its nightmare. I hate to ask, but can you help set it free? I want to see it fly free in the sky again, not locked away in this shadowed cage. Of course, there should be more frequencies in the tower. Lower area, let's search for them. A roar echoes, heavy with meaning. From 2.4 or from all the characters that got revealed in the livestream. From 2.4 specifically. Like there were a lot of characters introduced for the most part in 2.4. I did like the Taoist girl because her voice acting was something like I haven't experienced before. One thing I liked about Wuwa is like you're either getting 2 voice lines, Scottish or British. For some reason, they always have Scottish or British voice actors, and I love them so much.
Come at me. I don't have all day. Reduce to dust.
Oh, I killed him already. My bad. This way. Wait, the sword. Okay, let's go see the story. Probably Augusta. Same. I loved Augusta's introduction in the Coliseum. It was so well done that I was like, yo, I kind of love her introduction right now. I can't wait to see her in action because I know her weapon is supposed to be like a great sword. So I'm very much looking forward to what her gameplay is gonna look like. I know the leakers are probably gonna do something, or Kuro's gonna release it first, or, and this is a big part, Kuro might be the leakers and they're just building up hype secretly. Either way, I'm here for it. The border mountains where trials await. I saw glory in the wilds, never defeated yet never truly fulfilled. I challenged every kind of power until I forged a pact with the dragon. Yet it never yielded, it never gave up its freedom. This must be the moment the Tower Warden faced the Scourgewing. He invoked the ancient rites of dueling to earn the dragon's respect and claim it as his own. After that, they kept challenging each other. It's hard to understand, really. I suppose this is the way they chose to be with each other. Would you guys invoke a challenge with a dragon if you had the option? Like, if I had a certain level of strength, I would forge a pact with a dragon. Like, you guys just promise to constantly always fight each other. So long as, like, one of you just doesn't lose. That's awesome. You're not Arkid. Excuse me, sir. You are. His friend Arkid entrusted me with the tower's master key and his Blake Bloom before he... Oh! Blake Bloom before he died. The shores. Blake Bloom mentioned what happened to him. A TD outbreak. He saved people of a village, but didn't have time to save himself. It was too late. On behalf of the Black Shores, I offer our deepest respect and condolences to this consultant. The Black Shores. Arkid spoke of you people often. I'd like to take his place too. Keep watch over the observation tower in his stead. May I have your name? Flavio from the Septimont. Once a gladiator of the Colosseum, you wish to take on his duties? I witnessed Arkid's final moment. He passed in glory, without a regret. If I stay here, might I one day come to understand this glory? We cannot promise that. The Black Shores does not advocate action plans premised on sacrifices. I don't care, sir. I'll stay here. For someone like me, a gladiator who's lost everything, a glorious death is the best way I could ask for. Yes, sir. Yo, I love gladiators portrayed as people who live for the glory of combat. Like, all the honor of being a gladiator is so cool. And I know it's bloody and gruesome and whatever, but like, for a story, I can understand why stories of gladiators were so loved back in the day. Just imagine it. A single man fighting to become a champion against all odds. Epic. The Eye of Anak. Ancient and enduring, the dark tide stirs and tacit discords continue to manifest. The tower stands as a joint effort between the Black Shores and Septimont, built to monitor the eye and provide early warnings of impending disasters. But over the years, it has done nothing but gaze silently at the sky, as still as death itself. Tower Guardians -- Arcade Flavio. So there were two other guardians of the tower that aren't mentioned. This tower was once a Black Shores observation facility. Interesting. Who would have thought the Black Shores had hands in Septimont? Oh. Personally, I don't feel like pulling for Cardathea. Yeah, she's strong, but I have Carlotta. And the difference isn't that big. I also don't have any premium teammates for her, so I'm just gonna save for a while. That's perfectly reasonable, honestly. I also want to get Lupa because Lupa's gameplay looks so fun. I don't know what it is about spear users, but I've always loved spear users. Like, even when I used to still play Genshin, I used to prefer the spear users than everyone else because spear users are always given the best combos in any game. Just look at any game where there's spear users, they always have the sickest combos and they always look awesome. Another reference would be Fate. Spear user, freaking Lancer. Look at any Lancer in Fate, whether Fate Stay Night, Apocrypha, Babylonia, just check all of those Fates out. Check out the spear users. All of them are epic. Well, that's enough glazing spear users for now.
Fine. Comes with the job.
No, not this thing. Wait. Combo effect. Hitting the target increases your attack by 20%, up to a max of 80. Ooh. God, I hate this lizard.
All yours. Come at me.
You will yield.
I don't have all day.
Alright. Bro, Lupa is so sick. She is! I will say, the writing they gave for her for 2.4 was pretty interesting to me.
My compliment.
Because, like, I couldn't quite pinpoint what type of personality she had. She had a little bit of everything, which was, like, interesting for me. So I'm waiting to see more of her popping off in the cutscenes, because that one is something I'm kind of excited for. Arcade, Flavio, and Ish. In memory of fleeting friendship born in the wilds. Okay, I didn't get to read that last part. Why didn't you let me read it? A spear. I've been doing a lot of exploration. I've already saved up 130 pulls, and I still have so much more to explore. Is insane. That is so good. You are really good at saving them. I know if it was me, I would have burnt through half of them just trying to get Cardathia. Ish, you're nervous. Something coming, isn't it? I know you and Lion have always had a feel for when something's about to go wrong. But it's not the eye this time, so what could it be? Well, whatever it is, that is why the tower was built. That is why we stayed all these years. Is it finally my turn, Arcade? Are we seeing what happened right before a disaster strikes? Come on, let's go find Ish. Okay, let's give it the frequencies we found in the armor and weapon. How do I get there? Oh. Okay. That is such a cool animation, though. Is it gonna fly? Whee! Free it from its chains. Ish power has recovered a little, but those threads have coiled around it already. These corrupted frequencies aren't so easy to dispel. That thick black fog on the horizon. The all-devouring tide. It's been preliminarily identified as a new form of wave-worn phenomenon. All our defenses failed, but I managed to sound the alarm in time. The signal should have reached all of Septimont. Just brushing against that thing feels like 1,000 voices clawing through my skull. This arm's done for. Wait, did he lose his arm? A low, sorrowful roar. Thanks, that feels better. Ah, Ish. After all the duels and clashes between us, it's finally over. I'll stay. Someone has to send this observation data back to Thetis. This is where my journey ends. Go, Ish. Fly away before the black tide surges in. Our pact is over. Why are you staying? Wasn't it your dream to reclaim your freedom? A resolute roar. You want to witness my moment of glory, just as I once witnessed Arkit's final stand. He couldn't speak anymore, but when I look at the Blake Bloom from his hand, he smiled like a hero. No, he was a hero. So this is what it means to die with purpose. I finally found it. My own kind. So that's how it was, Ish. You held your ground until the very last moment. No wonder the hatred and grief spawned by the dark tide still binds you so tightly. But we're here now. To set free, we must eliminate the remaining dark tide remnants at the top of the tower. A resolute roar. Damn. I didn't expect him to have such a cool story. Again, I always loved the tale of like the warrior who stood his ground against other odds. It's never not going to be the coolest story to me.
Lighter than a dove.
Hold on. There we go. I'm saving for Chisa or Frolova, so I'll be waiting for a while. I bet that by the time they come out, you would have already had a lot more to pull for. So you're already way ahead of the curve than everyone else. Still really impressive, I'm saying, man. 130 pulls? Whee! Oh, it's the dragon. Oh, Ish's Spectre. It's here to help us.
Can you keep up?
I like how they like to do the little sideways adventure thing. The frequency nearby are converging on this blade. Whatever it's carrying is... I didn't get to read it. Why is the dialogue so fast? Kind stranger, return the sky to Ish and the freedom I once took from it. Take up this sword. I, Flavio, will bear witness to your great deed. Rest assured, I'll see it through. What did he just do? Oh! Oh shit! We just split it in two! Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like a butterfly. That was a cool little side quest. I like that. You get to free the dragon. I think I understand its last roar. Thank you. Farewell, Flavio. Wait, something's dropped from it. Let's go check.
Can you
It's
keep
down
up?
there. Whee!
Start small to build big.
Oh, cool. You get lustrous tide from that. Examine what was left behind. A Blake Bloom. This is what is left us. The Blake Bloom. So this was the keepsake shared by Arcade and Flavio. Ish has guarded it all these years. Look, time has taken nothing from it. Now I see. Perhaps the dark tide didn't destroy the star because Ish protected it. Not just this place, but the memory it held of them. It spent its life seeking freedom, and still in the end it chose to stay. He wanted to bear witness to his glory. Their bond defied simple labels like master and servant. Ish stood by Flavio in his final moments and honored his sacrifice. It's moving. I thought this would be the rare chance to study his subject. Are you disappointed it had flown away? No, I just never expected to uncover a story centuries old. Thank you for rescuing Ish and giving this the ending it deserved. From now on, it won't be just a story anymore. By the way, I've never asked your name. I am John Withering Waves. Understood. I'll remember. I'll continue seeking traces of the Scourge Wings across Septimont. As the tower's records show, Ish isn't alone. The border mountain still bears their traces. Perhaps we'll meet again. So is it just going to be, so this is going to be a reoccurring mission to save the dragons. Man, they really love their dragons. And you know what? I love them too. Uncovering past heroes. Find the father and daughter in an argument. Dream contagion. I want to track this one down. Proceed. I'm eating these really spicy snacks from home. The dialogue in this game goes way too fast, man. I can't read that fast. Exactly. There are certain times where it's like really slow and okay. And then it just speeds up out of nowhere and I'm like, damn, let me read.
Can you keep up?
Man. I remember I was shitting on Genshin because the dialogue was so like it just started taking a plunge after a while. But you see, the funny thing about Withering Waves is everyone knows that you have a skip button in Withering Waves, but no one uses that. And no one has been using that for quite some time now, which tells you a lot about how the story is. Like, even the side quests are digestible, man. Be back in a second. Take your time. Take your time. No rush. I will be here. It just occurred to me I probably have an 8-hour shift tomorrow. I'm really not looking forward to that, you know? Let's see. Complete the exploration quest. Flames in the Deep. Sure. I'm actually looking to get another job outside of this one job I'm working, just so that I can earn a bit more, because I want to upgrade my, I told you guys I want to upgrade my PC and stuff like that. And to do said action, I'm going to need a lot of money. So it's gonna take a bit more hard work to do, but honestly I'm willing to do it because I really enjoy streaming and I enjoy chatting with you guys amongst everything else. For me, the most fun about streaming is when everyone comes inside with like their experiences, their interests and stuff like that, and I get to hear it, you know? It's always such a fun time for me. Okay. Where are they? Oh, there they are. You're Rover, the gladiator who took the champion's crown with the contender Lupa. Indeed, 'tis I. I'm Nicus. Forgive my boldness, but you've arrived at just the right time. As champion, you must know what it means to be a gladiator of Septimont. I hope you can persuade her. I once was a gladiator too. After retiring, I hoped my daughter post Mia would carry my mantle, but she's always... I don't want to be a gladiator. There's no point in talking about it. Hey man, let your daughter do what she wants. Runs into a crowd and vanishes. Apologies, I didn't mean for you to see this. Whenever I bring this up with her, it always ends in a quarrel. But as I said, perhaps you can persuade her. The title of a champion means a lot to Septimonians. I believe it means a lot to Post Mia as well. Did you ask her? Every time we argue, she storms off to Titan Bone Expanse to sulk. I'll message you the coordinates. You're not gonna look for her? I admit, I often bring up the subject of gladiators with her, which is why it's not uncommon for Postmia to storm off. I could go find her, but that would just make things worse. I should give her some time to calm down. My rewards may be a trifle for the champion, but I will do my best to offer you something for the effort. I just hope Postmia gets back on the right path. And if she insists she doesn't want to be a gladiator, then I will try other ways. I pray she'll come around one day and accept the honor. I want to hear her side of the story too. Understood. Whatever you say, your words will leave a lasting impression on her. After all, you are the champion of Septimont. Damn! What if she wants to be a librarian or some shit, buddy? Bro isn't taking no for an answer. I don't want to be a gladiator, Dad. I hate you. Storms off. But Buddy is telling her to be a champion, but he's forgetting one of the other factors of being a champion. When you lose as a champion, isn't it like a great shame? Is that what you want for her? Shame? I know a lot of people said that like the glider would kind of ruin exploration. But honestly, I still find myself looking around even with the glider. If anything, the glider highlights the places I should probably check out. Hello. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I flew off the handle. I hope you understand, even though I don't want to be a gladiator, I've always respected them, especially champion gladiators like yourself. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Postmia, Septimont's official historian in waiting. Oh, so you don't want to be a gladiator. He told you to come here, right? I'm sorry he dragged you into this mess. See, in the beginning, I thought it would just go through the motion of training and eventually tell me I don't like his plans. But then he piled on more training sessions and got it into his head that the gladiator's path was the only one for me, because you're naturally talented. Yes, I know. Like I said, I have immense respect for gladiators, but I don't want to be one. Give me a sec. Okay, I had to change my fan from like heating to cooling because my legs were getting hot. Yes, I know, like I said, I have immense respect for gladiators, but I don't want to be one. As a child, I was captivated by the turbulent history of Septimont. I hoped every visitor here could learn of the difficult and bloody yet glorious period in time, which embodied the unyielding spirit of our people. If only Father would realize. Wait, maybe he can. If I can collate all of the historical sites of Septimont into one book and show it to Father, he'd understand. Look at where we are now. Titan Bone Expanse is where Septimonians first made landfall. Stone pillars stand tall here, rocky outcrops dot the land. Our ancestors felt perfectly at home and tuned with this rugged terrain. That is why I come when I'm upset. Okay, sure. To gaze all the wilderness and channel the joy that must have surged from our ancestors when they ended their wandering to set foot on this land. In these moments, I feel as if the past is encouraging me. How about it? Will you help me take pictures so I can finish my book? After all, you are our champion. Like father, like daughter. So, oh, you're just gonna have me explore this place anyways. It's fine. Whatever. I do like the little exploration quest where you have to take picture of stuff. I will admit that it is pretty cool since it like encourages players to look around and check out the cool stuff we made. There we go. So that. Also, I learned that the floating castle in the sky, we are the only ones that can see that apparently. Only people that I think the Only people that I think the Sentinel wants can see the floating castle in the sky. That is, when I found out about that, I was like, oh wait, that's pretty cool. So no one else can see that from but us. I can understand why Cantarella could see it because being like a previous resonator and all, that kind of makes sense why she would be able to see and access this place. Wow, that's brilliant shot. I bet you'd also be a champion in any photograph contest. I'm an expert of all trades. See, the confidence would put anyone doubt to rest. Let's head off now. I can't be your local guide and tell you all about the history of Septimund. I promise you won't get bored on your journey. Next stop, Border Mountains. Just as you're about to follow Postmia, a loud noise snaps from behind. You turn to catch a blurry sight of a burly figure vanishing into the shadows. What's the matter? Nothing. I think her dad is following us. Could it be her dad is following us? Whee! But you know what the 2.4 update is missing? Giant robots. I need them to give me a giant golem to fight. Whee! Why was there a giant force field here? Foul tide drowns the peaks, and the great dragon wails in sorrow. Pale and withered, it shrouds the land. I read that in a book written by our ancestors. It recounts their discovery of the Ashen Dragon's crypt. You know, we Septimonians like to speak of strength and struggle since they have shaped our history up to modern times. The dragons before us once nested up in the border mountains. When it spread its wings, it blotted out the sky, and its roar was powerful enough to shake the entire island. No one ever questioned its strength. But after the dark tide washed over it, all that's left is nothing but their remains. Septimund will not share their fate. Of course not. Even when the dark tide engulfed Septimund, the waves eventually dashed against the towering, immovable border mountains. Okay. By the way, what other games do I play? What other games do I play? Huh. Well, I occasionally play a little bit of Warframe every now and then. I play some Monster Hunter. And I do dabble in some other roguelike games from time to time. I am looking to try and play some more games I've never really played. There are games on my list that like I've never gotten the chance to play because I didn't have the money to pay for those games before. But now as I'm able to earn a bit more money now, I'm looking to play some games I never really played before. Games like Death Stranding, what's this other one? Not Infinite Nikke, freaking Infinite Nikke. Have I ever heard of Limbus Company? Yes, I have. I have heard of Limbus Company. That's another gacha game, isn't it? I've seen people play it and I've seen the characters on it. The only reason I probably haven't played it is because I already have like so many gacha games on my PC alone. It's like if I add another gacha game to there, I think I'm gonna go actually insane. The limit right now is two gacha games. Anything more than that, and I feel like I'm gonna spiral into a pit I'm never coming out of. But I do hear good things about Limbus Company. I don't think anyone shits on Limbus Company as far as I know. I also do like the character designs for Limbus. It's unique and a little bit like creepy, but also in a cool way, you know? The mountains halted the dark tides, but the tides eroded its facade into the ghastly pale shape. Thus Septimund was spared. Can you feel it? In times of crisis, not only will the people of Septimund fight to protect the land, but the land itself will rise to face the menace. That's what makes Septimund so special. Being praised by a champion from afar, I can't help but feel a little embarrassed. We built the Veil of Glory to honor the heroes who were felled by the Dark Tide, and neither will we forget the great dragons that were lost to the darkness. For we share this world with dragons. We must remember they once held great power worthy of respect, and let their demise serve as a warning. Let's leave it at that for now. I want to capture the sacrifices of Border Mountains in this picture. And now we'll head to the Mournful Canyon. It's somewhat of a dangerous place, but nothing we can't handle. Give me a sec, I need to blow my little nose. Give me a sec. I have to say, the more I learn about Septimon's history, the more I can understand why these people they don't revere the Sentinel a lot. And I can understand why. Like, hell man, if my people survived the Dark Tide, lived off glory and combat, like hell man, I'd feel prideful as well. God damn. And the thing is, you can't even fault them from that. Like, look at how much stuff they've survived. Like, these people are something else. What is this place?
Can you keep up?
Have I been here? Oh, I remember this place. Is someone fighting above me? Damn. Oh, they're really fighting up there. Oh, someone just healed for 5k. Oh, that person is doing numbers. There is another mission that takes place down here. We'll go check that out later. The thing about Limbus is that it's more of a story-driven game than a gacha. You don't really need to pull for characters at all. You can get them all for free if you play enough. It's the most F2P friendly gacha. Ooh, interesting. Like, yeah, I do like I didn't know it was more story driven actually. I will admit I didn't know it was story driven. I just knew it was another gacha game with very interestingly designed characters, which to a certain degree also piqued my curiosity. Because when I see characters uniquely designed, the first thing that comes to my mind is, so what's your story? The more interesting the character design, the more curious I am about, like, what's their personality gonna be? What stories are gonna be told about them? What are they going to do? Also, can I just say, something about Septimont that I find interesting is, you have all these giant shields, swords, and weapons scattered all around. The first thing that comes to my mind when I see something of this size is, what was holding these weapons, and why? It's the attention to detail and, like, building this world as, like, a place built on combat. Like, this already sets the mood for me. I love it.
Can you keep up? Lighter than a dove.
I do like that ever since I got Withering Waves, which each update I haven't really regretted, like, getting into this game. It's actually made me happy with each update where I'm like, man, I'm really enjoying this. Uh-oh. What's about to happen? Oh no. Hang in there, we're here to help.
Quickly and swift. Take this.
Shut up. Come at me. The door.
Found your weak. Roll for me.
There we go. You noticed the burly figure, so eager to leap into battle moments ago. Phew! Hello, I am Castus. I fought these things from the outskirts all the way here. I'm spent. Okay, you two. Wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me finish chewing. Okay, there we go. Phew, hello. I'm Castus. I fought these things from outskirts all the way here. I'm spent. Luckily, you two were able to lend me a hand. This place is dangerous. Yes, I understand. As you can see, the dark tide left many monstrosities in the mournful canyon. But there are challenges. There will always be gladiators, like me, who will come to hone our fighting skills. But I think I may have overestimated my abilities. Your form in combat showed me I have much room for improvement. Start each day with 100 push-ups. Man, get out of here. Stick around and learn, buddy. I've watched your match with the contender Lupa so many times that I've memorized every blow. But seeing you fight in person is a real eye-opener. Since you're both gladiators like me, I bet you're all amazed at the sights here. I've only had to deal with the aftermath of the Dark Tide, and that left me exhausted. To think our heroes back then had to face it head on while also ensuring the survival of Septimon. As a present-day Septimonian, I have nothing but respect and admiration for them. I hope I can arise to the occasion as a true warrior in times of crisis. I'm sure you'll feel the same, don't you? Yes, of course. Well, champion, it's time to photograph the corruption of the Mournful Canyon, brought on by the Dark Tide. Next, we must stop by the statue of Fabius the hero. Fabius! I don't think I ever got to check out that place, now that I think about it. Is one of those flying things gonna spawn? Let's see. To reach the statue of Fabius, you must first cross the sea. It's not a short trip. So let's see now. Yeah, let's go.
Can you keep up?
Fast travel to the photo location for the statue of Fabius, or we could fly. I wonder, how long until I run out of stamina? Do you guys think I can make it? I think I can make it. I reckon I can, at least. The statue of Fabius the hero. Oh, we're running out of steam. We can make it. And we're safe.
Lighter than a dove.
Give it a sec. Gotta let the stamina replenish. Whee! Oh wait. Uncover past heroes. A bit too late for that. Done.
Lighter than a dove.
Done. It's a quick slash challenge. I can't ignore it. Start the swordsmanship trial. I think this is my favorite trial in the game so far. Destroying the cacophony figments lowers your points. Try to avoid them. Okay, so that's how the challenge is gonna be. Okay. Okay. And there we go. No! Damn it. I messed up. Yes. Bruh. Am I good? The story is really amazing, and Limbus doesn't hold back its real dark, with characters actually getting killed and things like that. You travel the world with the same group of characters, and in each chapter you get to learn one of their backstories. There are 12 characters in total, and we're currently on chapter 8. So we covered 8 out of 12 backstories so far, and the music is so good. You know, maybe I'll consider it actually. I'll see, like I said, once I upgrade my system, I'll see. I can tell Limbus probably isn't like a system heavy game, so I will check it out to see, because I'm just like, we'll see. I'm not gonna deny that I'm curious about the game in total. Hold on, let me kill this.
You will yield.
Come at me.
Running won't save you.
Limbus Company.
Still recognize me?
I think one of the chests here is a mimic.
Shut.
I smell mimic activity,
Efficiency above all.
specifically from this one. Hold on. Yes, I knew it was a mimic. Can't get me with that shit.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Gotcha.
Damn, all the way up there? Hold on. Where's the last
Gotcha.
one? That was all the— wait, that wasn't all the chests. Hold on. There's still one more chest hidden here. There it is.
Gotcha.
Under the shield.
Windfall profits.
Up there. I will say though, if Limbus is a story-rich game, then I actually may just look into playing it a bit more, because it's like I like story-rich games. I will say dark-esque story-rich games, I'm a bit usually on the fence about, because it's like I like my fair share of dark stories, but like there's a certain point where my brain just kind of shuts off on them. I don't know how to explain it in a way. I like it, and sometimes I'm just kind of like meh about it most of the time. But if there's like eldritch horror mixed in with it, to a certain degree, while I necessarily sometimes uncomfortable with eldritch horror, I have this strange kind of interest in it as well. Kind of like a mix of I don't wanna get involved, but I'm also kind of strangely curious as well, you know?
Fine. Comes with the job, I guess.
God damn it, I'm stuck. Get me out of here. I need to get out of here. What was the direction I was going in again? Oh, there it is. Wait, did I just fly all the way back to them? Bruh. Am I stupid? Ugh. I was trying to get directly to the statue, but I ended up just coming back here. Wait, something's down there. It has a lot of themes. All of the characters' backstories are very different.
Comes with the
Sweet.
job, I guess.
Wait, there's something here. Oh, hello. Oh. Uh-oh, we're losing frames.
I can spare a minute to knock some heads around. Come at me.
Uh-oh. Please give me back the frames.
My way. All yours. What a
My compliment.
waste of time.
God, I can't see shit.
World is mine.
Hey, first time.
Quickly and swiftly.
Nightmare Kelpie.
Stubbornness.
Wait, why did it activate again? Bosses twice. Let me get out of here.
Can you keep up?
I'm not looking to fight this thing twice. The reason I can only limit Wuwa streams to like 3 hours is because that's how long it takes before frames start dropping rapidly. Truly a tragic tale, if you ask me.
Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to play. Though, if you do play it, the first 2 chapters are kind of meh. It starts weak, then it really starts getting good in chapter 3 and 4. And the peak writing kicks in from chapter 5. Ooh. Like, best believe, I'm used to like...
Smooth journey.
I'm used to slow starts for most games.
Ramming won't
Mostly because I like to believe that the endurance will be worth it, because then that's when the game starts peaking for me.
All yours.
It's like, okay, if I just manage to endure a little bit, I'm sure it'll get good eventually. I'm one of those people.
The stage is set. Improvise. Take this.
I don't have all day. Come
Because I do believe that to some degree, every good game does deserve like a little chance. But that's only if the game has proven like it's ready to actually give you something worth looking at. Also, can I just say, I love the portrayal of the black tides always having like the sky look like it's dripping. It's such a cool imagery of like such a grim event that takes place. Play it at your own pace. You don't need to rush things. Like, if it's story driven and I don't need to rush it, then that does make it like a bit more convenient for me. Because then it just means that, okay, like once I'm ready to fully indulge in like a bit of the story piece by piece, I can really just come there and just kind of do my own thing. Is there like any building your affinity with your teammates and stuff like that in the game? It sounds like a game that would kind of push you to do that to some degree. Like team building, I mean it in a sense of like, oh, like building your friendship affinity with your teammates to get more information out of them or stuff like that. It seems like the type of game that would do that. Or am I wrong? When I was little, my father took me to see the giant statue. He told me how strong this hero of heroes was, and the epic battles he fought in. Perhaps he wanted to motivate me to train harder, but I had other plans in mind. Books tell of Fabius, the hero of heroes, battling alongside Sentinel Imperator to hold back the Dark Tide. The passages were deeply moving. This statue stands as the perfect testament of Fabius' great deeds. To preserve history is to ensure that future generations will always remember him. Fabius was an incredibly brave warrior, and isn't this lady also a formidable gladiator? Hello there, I am Slavic, recently sent by the Black Shores to work at the Dark Tide's observation tower, upon the border mountains. You left the border mountains to slack off here. Just sneaking into some free time, you know. I really love Septimonian culture, so I was over the moon. Okay, I just skipped that by accident. I visited the sites whenever I had time. I'm also going to attend a gladiatorial match during the next public holiday. My love for Sentimont has only grown with time, especially since research at the observation tower is proceeding smoothly. At the same time, I've come to realize how terrible, which is why I admire Sentimont for confronting the Dark Tide head on. And of course, who could forget the many fearless gladiators residing in the city, like Miss Postmia. Give me a sec. We too are trying to support you as best as we can by redoubling our research efforts to understand the Dark Tide. But yes, I'll do my best as well. Alright then, champion, go ahead and record Fabius, the hero of heroes, who forever watches over the land of Septimont. Afterwards, I'll take you to the beating heart of Septimont, Capitoline Hill. Capitoline Hill. Oh, that's the statue of Fabius. Bro, Fabius' story better be really... I'm curious to see it because them saying Fabius fought alongside the Sentinel is such a cool detail. Okay. Fast travel to the photo location, Capitol Hill. Oh wait, I forgot that this was here. Fusion damage dealt by resonators increased. Spectral damage. Mournful Canyon Tacet Field. No, not really. At least I don't think so. It was a combat affinity system where it's tied to the 7 sins affiliated. Oh, okay. Gluttony, gloom, pride, and envy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gloom is a sin? Huh. Sorry if that's the one thing I fixated on. I was just like, gloom as a sin? Hold on. Lost pride, gluttony. Oh, is gloom... Oh, wait, no. I was gonna say is gloom sloth. Let's see. Wrath, lust, sloth, gluttony, pride, envy. What's missing here? Gluttony, pride, sloth. Lust is there. Envy, wrath. Damn. What was it then?
All right.
I'm missing a 7th sin. I haven't heard gloom. There's something else instead of gloom I'm trying to remember. Great, now you have me thinking of a whole other things. Like, am I missing a sin?
I'll take it as my overtime fee.
Septimont City, Capitol Hill, Griffin's Fortress. This place goes by the name, just as it embodies the many qualities of Septimonians. Outsiders who don't understand Septimont view us as proud and overbearing, much like the city's skyline from afar. But once they get to know us, they see our passion burns like the sun, and our honor shines just as brightly. No matter where you're from, you're always welcome to join us in the prosperous and vibrant heart of Septimon. I know, I'm already a Septimonian. Most definitely. The champion is Septimonian who represents our values. Greed? It's greed! That's the one I was thinking of. I was just like, wrath, lust, sloth, gluttony, pride, envy, and then I was like, something's missing here. I couldn't put my finger on it at the time. Greed! You just, like, thank you, Kyo. You just saved me from, a night of restless sleep. I'm the type of person that if there's something I'm thinking about and I can't put my finger on it, it keeps me awake for a while until I figure it out. A future that is mine to record, which in time will turn into the past. That is our descendants will look up to. Such is my work as a historian. But will it be enough? If crisis lurks in Septimon's future, the city will need more warriors. If so, am I just wasting my talent like father said? When that time comes, will I be left with nothing but regret? What matters is doing what you want. Thank you for comforting me, champion. But I'm lost. Should I be a gladiator or a historian? Why can't you be both? Did you hear a strange noise? Yeah, it sounds like a big pair of ears flapping. As expected of the champion, you heard Tada swooshing around right away. The little thing probably got lost. I guess it's like noisy. It likes noisy places. There's no one around. It must become scared. Let's go find it. Where is it? Use sensor to find the Tada. Tada! Oh no, that's the gun. Sorry, my fault.
Fine. Comes with the job, I guess.
I wasn't even trying to attack the bears. How'd this little one end up lost here? I'll take it back home. Champion, you'd know common echoes are treasured in Renacita, but did you know that every gladiatorial combat became popular here? They've also become a replaceable part of Septimon's history. Woe betide anyone who mistreats them. Anyway, help me snap a picture of Septimon City. Our last stop, without question, is the Colosseum Olympus. But first, I need to take Tada back to the village of Respite. Catch you later. Bro, those bears ruined the moment. I'm gonna go kill all of them now. Thanks to them making so much noise, I wasn't able to enjoy the beautiful cutscene. Get over here and die.
Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete.
No contest.
That's what you get for interrupting the cutscene. Anywho,
Can you keep up?
back to your regularly scheduled stream. Damn, that's beautiful. Also, can I say I like the detail they always put in the sky. It's always so starry and whimsical. Okay, let's go recover all the items in here. This should allow me, like, all these should allow me enough, pulls to get Cardathia's weapon, hopefully. I guess. Fingers crossed. I'm going to attempt to pull for Cardathia's weapon again. No, not this one. I really like how Wuwa looks, but it's so laggy it's insane. No, that's fair. Then again, it could just be my own system, which I wouldn't be surprised. But I heard on like better running laptops or computers, the game moves like really well. Like cutscenes and all. Okay. Fingers crossed, everyone. Please give me her weapon, please. Come on. Come on. Shit. God damn it. Oh, so much for that. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I want to go get a drink. I'll be back in just like a second or so. To be fair, my PC is also kind of bad. Yeah, we potato PCs gotta stick together. Okay, let's hope that's... He's gonna break through the glass. Oh no. Here we go. Oh, he's gone. He's not in the chair anymore. Oh. He's not in the chair anymore. He's not in the chair anymore. Here goes. Yep, I was right. Woo. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, I understand what you mean with like the PC thing. The only reason War runs fast on my PC now is because there's an SSD card in here. And I run my laptop specifically from the SSD card. So most of the games are on the SSD card so they can run faster and a little bit better, since OBS is also on there. I find that that is the thing that really improved my gameplay and stuff. But if I was running this on an average old hard drive, like, the game wouldn't even be as, like, half as good as it is right now. And mind you, I didn't have to spend too much on, like, the SSD card. I got it at, like, a average pawn shop. And pawn shops usually sell, like, SSD cards and stuff like that for, like, a really good price, honestly, like, really cheap. As opposed to, like, buying it on Amazon stuff. So, that's, at least that's my recommendation. Thank you for your hard work. I know you were tailing us this whole time. It's hard to keep secrets from the champion. But I was so worried about my daughter, I had to find her. I'm sorry she took you on walking history, of course. Nevertheless, now that you've seen Postmia in action, you must admit, it'd be a waste if she doesn't step into the arena. Hard to say. She who loves Septimon so much would best leave her mark on its history as a gladiator. I wasn't the only one she took around Septimon. You mean she knew I was following her? Pretty much. Those stories she told were for you to hear. Those stories about Septimon's history. I see. Champion, may I continue following Postmia, and please don't tell her that we spoke. I need some time to think. I'd like to finish her journey with you. Damn. Papa is finally stepping up. I wonder, can I fly to the city like this? Only one way to find out. I've been having so much fun chatting here that I forgot I was playing the story in Limbus. Nah, that's fair. Like, somebody told me that they liked my stream because they could do other stuff with my stream in the background. And I was like, that's the whole goal of my stream anyways. I want my stream to be that stream you can have in the background while you're doing something else. Because that's the most relaxing kind of stream you can get. So hey, If my stream lets you do a bunch of dailies and stuff like that, I'm looking forward to seeing you around every now and then. And you can tell me more about your Limbus gameplay. It's actually kind of interesting to hear how a game feels from the player themselves. I know when I first started Nier Automata, we had somebody in the community who was really well versed in Nier. And it's even thanks to them I was able to play Nier Replicant, which I do plan to finish. I held off on finishing Nier Replicant because of the whole starting the game from the beginning. But I might replay the parts that I need to repeat. And then when I get the time, stream the proper, like,
Can you keep up?
third ending of Replicant. So that is something I do look forward to and I'm ready for. So just to give you an idea of how I feel when people come in with like their own game interests, I like to actually hear them and just kind of see what type of games you guys are playing out there, you know? Ooh, I'm planning to play Nier. I recommend you start out with Replicant before Automata. I made the mistake of playing Automata before Replicant. So the feelings and emotions I should have been experiencing in Replicant weren't as strong after I finished Automata. That's my recommendation anyways. Because it's after, like, I feel like if you play Replicant first, you will appreciate Automata twice as much afterwards. Because I think I next 100% Automata. I 100% Automata. I played through all the endings. And it was actually worth it because it was actually interesting to see a game with that many endings. Why is this thing just lying down here? Is it having a heart attack? Whee!
Lighter than a dove.
Oh? On over here. See, the moment I get to the Colosseums, the frames start to drop. The frames are dropping so much. Good lord. Oh, it's Nickus. Hello, champion. I really appreciate the trouble you've taken to accompany Postmia across Septimont. A fruitful voyage of knowledge. Still, I must sincerely thank you, especially for the photos you captured and the stories Postmia shared. I never realized the richness of Septimont's history before. About those hard years, but what said I may become the so that it may become the past which is our descendants will look up to. That truly moved me. Her talents go beyond fighting. If being a historian brings her joy, then I must support her. W father, okay, finally. But father, I now understand that being a gladiator carries with it the warrior spirit of Septimont. Along the way, I've realized how passionate the people of Septimont are for their gladiators. I can't just abandon that path now. The changes in me and Postmia would have been possible without your help. So, do you think she ought to be a gladiator or a historian? A gladiator is free to do what they want. Yeah, pretty much. Free? Champion, you're right. A gladiator has the freedom of choice. I can be a gladiator and much more. That's what I was saying. Why not be a gladiator and a historian at the same time? It sounds like a pretty big deal if, like, you're just as knowledgeable as you are good in the arena. I can be a gladiator historian. Thank you! Mia, does that mean you'll keep up with the gladiatorial training? Yeah. If I can do well at both, why should I give up on one? Though the path may be arduous, we Septimonians tackle challenges head on. It's what we do, right, champion? Yes, warrior scholar. You're right. Maybe I'll even become the talk of Septimon. If I do step into the arena, you better cheer for me. In any case, champion, again, you have my gratitude. Thank you for accompanying me to all the places I wanted to visit, and thank you for helping me find the path forward. Let's take one last photo of the Colosseum. May the glory and applause which echo within their walls be with you. Actually, not a bad side story. I really liked the storytelling for this. Hearing Septimon's history was pretty chill. Really shows you how much effort they put into fleshing out the story. Wait, there's something interesting on the Colosseum. Those numbers on there, hold on. Let's see. I was just curious because it looked like it's counting down, yeah. But I wonder if it's counting down to when they release story 2. That would be pretty cool. I finished chapter 5 a week ago and I decided to take a break because it was good. I needed time to let it sink in. The chapter left a strong impact on me and it was insane. And people are saying chapter 6 is even better. I'm so excited, but I don't want the story to end too quickly. So I've been taking 1 week break between each chapter. That's pretty good. No, I like to relish a story while it's fresh. I like to relish the story while it's fresh. The thing is, when a story is good enough, sometimes it finishing immediately is kind of a letdown. So some people tend to do anything to give themselves an excuse to really suck in as much of that story and feel it, you know? It's why I'm so hyper fixated on good story writing, because good story writing breeds the desire to relish the story more and for longer. At least that's what I've learned from all my time being a literacy student. For those of you that don't know, once upon a time I used to be a bookworm. That's why I was always so fixated on stories about heroes and stuff like that. Whereas for a good chunk of my life, that was kind of what I loved. I loved reading stories and hearing stories. Because what's better, the beauty in a story is when it takes you out of the beauty of a story is when it takes you out of reality for as long as possible. That's what stories are meant to do. I think I was the one who was talking about storytelling as a lost art on stream. Dream Contagion. I think I've lost track of the other quest I was gonna check out. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. Proceed. If you need pulls, by the way, you should do the new treasure spots. Yeah, I'll do those like probably outside of stream. I always do those like off stream so that I can have the weapons I need or characters I need. Kind of like it. I like having to search everywhere for the treasures.
Can you keep up?
Is that the plushie squad? It is. Where is an excitement? How did you get here? The plushies have been trying to tell me something lately, but I didn't understand a word of it. What the hell? Morph painting. Just like that, they turned up in Septimon. Turns out some of the morph paintings are connected to each other. This is big. I could make a big story out of this. I found a lot of Sonus cast here in Septimont. This is exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, let's give them the Sonus cast it. I like their little cutscene for this. It's always so cute. So cute. Alright, so that's been taken care of. Our destination's over this way.
Quickly and swiftly.
Oh, these are the things that are fighting. It's just two gladiators fighting each other. That's pretty cool. Bro, everything's fighting over here. Damn! Everyone is fighting. This place is a war zone. I think that's another thing I liked about Wua's environment. Everything's interacting with everything, which kind of fleshes out the world. Like, look at this. Oh, they're getting too close for comfort. But yeah, if you decide to play Limbus, let me know. I'll 100% be there to watch you play. Definitely. Limbus Company. Like, once I get a bigger PC, like, I'd be down to try out anything, really. So, actually, wouldn't mind playing Limbus.
Efficiency above all.
Maybe I'll check out 1 or 2 clips to see if it's for me, and then I'll just make the final.
I guess.
Down there. Why is everyone fighting here? Damn. These guys are fighting everywhere. Okay, I need to go further down.
Efficiency above all.
What's this?
Fine.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay, it was around here. Alright. You can probably run Limbus on a device that was made 15 years ago. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that would be my device now, wouldn't it? I'll check it out. I'll check it out this evening. This evening I do have a meeting because I'm gonna be working on my live 2D model. I designed it myself, but I might do a little bit of editing. I'm meeting up with a graphic artist, not a graphic artist. I'm meeting up with a rigger today to find out what I need to do to make my live action model actually live. Said live action model. My live 2D model, damn it. Because I feel like this current model I have lacks a wee bit of expression. Personally, I think that's my fault. And because when I designed this model, I was hoping I could use the hotkeys to like change my emotions midstream. But for some reason, once I just boot up a game, they just cease to work. Oh, you're getting a 2D rig done. It's more like I'm learning how to rig so I can bring life to my 2D rig. It's kind of a weird explanation. I designed the model myself. The only problem was just giving life to it because rigging is a skill I don't have. Every skill that I've kind of had currently, I kind of just learned by doing them. Even the pixel art, this model I made it myself. I'm used to just doing the things I'd like to learn how to do and just getting good at them over time. I'm a physical learner, so it comes by easy. But for some reason, rigging rigging requires a bit more of a fine touch, that which I lack. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time now, isn't it? Oh, okay, you got a model, but learning to rig. Rigging looks so confusing to me. Oh, it is. It is. There's so many numbers and like scalings and details you have to do. I found a nice little tutorial to watch. If my attention span could just handle it, I should be able to get at least something done for the model this evening, because I'm meeting with the rigger this evening. So hopefully I learn at least one or two things, because I asked them like, okay, how much would it be to pay you to rig this thing? And it's like, okay, we spoke on it, and it's like, okay, we'll kind of have like a little talk over the phone and kind of see what can be done. If there's a bit more the model needs, I can just design it myself. I have enough time and effort on my hands that I can just design it on myself. For the most part, if you guys want to support me, just share my VGen link. Anyone that you know that would like a commission for like emotes, just cute little pixels or fan pixels, just let me know. I'm the guy for the job. I'm looking for people to take commissions from me. Commission me. I'm also looking to make like a cute little commission thing. Oh, I don't have the code thingy. Do I do art? Yes, I do. I'm actually looking to raise money for a lot of things. One of the things I want to raise money for is an iPad. That's about like 500 Canadian dollars. Woo! I'm looking to raise money for an iPad so that I can start doing a bit more in the drawing department. I kind of fell back on doing pixel art because I was good at pixel art and I'm decent at pixel art right now. But I'm looking to get into like the drawing space, since I actually do like drawing, and I do have a wish for drawing that I wish to fulfill. Sorta. Oh yeah, you just got the link from there. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So just looking to take on commissions. I'm looking to open up another commission line for people who are looking for slightly less expensive like pixel emotes, something like that. I'm thinking of making it like a seasonal thing. It's like, hey, you want an emote just to give a little bit of life to your streams. Like you're just a begin streamer and you're looking for like a light commission that you can kind of afford but also appreciate. I feel like I can set up something like that for like up and coming streamers that are just looking to, well, up and coming VTuber streamers that are just looking to have like a cute little emote to add a bit of life to their streams. I could do that. I at least have enough love for the craft to do that much. On Border Mountains, amidst the remains of a fallen dragon, a battle between man and dragon started. The gladiator held his breath, sword pointed skywards, like a living statue. The air trembled with a thunderous roar as brilliant wings unfurled, casting the land in shadow. One would descend and one would rise to meet it. Only one would claim the victory. As the sun bled across the mountain, the dragon finally lowered its head in defeat, surrendering to the man who tamed the wilderness. That day, another hero was born upon the trial grounds. I think that's our boy that did that. Because he was the only one that we know that fought a dragon. Unless there was someone else. Senior Gladiator. Ho there, lad. I know your face. You fought in the Colosseum. Are you a contender? Are you contender Levis? That's me, but I've retired. I still remember that match with Flavio. Hey, Flavio is mentioned again. That was a fight. Haha. Even had my money on you. Oh, sorry, I must have let you down. That match was my last. This was the guy that fixed his match, wasn't it? Victory and defeat come to us all. But here you are, You still have a warrior's heart, I can see. I came for someone, Flavio. I owe him a clean duel. Oh, so he came here to duel Flavio, honestly. What the hell? Oh, there's more down here. Well, damn. Yeah, I really love doing art too. I did at least 2 hours of practice every day. Hey man, 2 hours of practice goes a long way. Like, most people will know this, but I started out drawing art by tracing. And I think some people can relate to that. I started out tracing, and over time, I would have little bursts of, like, inspiration while looking at a drawing. And I would be able to draw the things I'm looking at, as I'm looking at them. I'm better at drawing things that I look at than off my head, which is still a very weird thing to me. I want to try and draw more things from my head. Sometimes when I get to work like an hour early, I just kind of take the time to sit down and draw to my heart's content. It can be things from like big detailed doodles to like silly little doodles here and there, but in the long run, at least I'm getting some practice in, you know? Give me a sec. Every gladiator in Septimund knows this place. It's where we hunt and test our mettle. The dragon's corpse lying out there. Oh my god. The dragon's corpse lying out there draws in all sorts of TDs, beasts, and glory chasing gladiators like us. I have no doubt Flavio was here. I saw his breastplate in one of these old halls. His family sigil was split in half, perhaps his way of cutting ties with his house. I also couldn't help noticing the dents and gashes all over the armor. Some deep, some just scratches. To us, those are medals. Locals say this battered piece once belonged to a man who tamed a damn dragon. A scourge wing faced it alone and made it submit to his will. While I was drowning in ale over my sister's death, Flavio was out in the wild, conquering with his sword. No one knows where he went with the dragon, but I know he's walking the path towards glory. He's becoming a legend. A pack of gladiators swaggered past me, fully armed. I've heard them talking. They were tracking a scourge wing near the border mountains, but unlike Flavio, they weren't after a duel. Only a dirty hunt. They'll probably haul it back to the city and sell it off for a good price. That's all it is to them. Interesting. So I guess we're following the guy that fixed the match against Flavio. He feels kind of guilty since he, well, again, fixed the match. Ooh. Here ends the road for the craven. Wait. Here ends the road for the craven, the greedy, and the false. Only those who seek true glory may step forth. Trial of Maxim. Levis. They're on the move. Better keep going. Oh, I thought there'd be something here. Oh! Damn! Bro, what is this? Oh, it's the Scourge Wing that we saved, I think. Alright, let's try this again. Bruh. I do also like their world design. It does, like, their world design isn't too different from combat. Very fast paced in its design. Like, if you guys watched my reaction to Zanny's story quest, I didn't expect there to be a quick time event, and I forgot like I was playing the game to begin with when it happened. Oh, damn. I can't even read the story while this is going on, you know? It's because of this. Wait, I wonder if it'll work by itself if I don't touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. Say. Yeah, you're just gonna auto run it for me? Now that's just disappointing. Where's the fun in that? Oh! It's another one. Another Scourge Wing is trapped here. Pedestal looks familiar. Maybe the sword from earlier fits here. I can relate at the very beginning. I used to trace and then I found out I probably shouldn't be doing that. But that was a while ago. We all have our humble beginnings, okay? It's okay. It's okay. I'm with you on this one. I too had a humble beginning. What's up with my audio? Oh, there we go. I too had a humble beginning. Hello, little dragon. Lion, the splendid wings of Border Mountain. I'm gonna take another munch of my stuff. They ran the moment their leader fell. Hold on. They ran the moment their leader fell. Damn. I'm out of practice. Lost my edge for a moment there. The bleeding has slowed. Not my time yet. I'm not here to play savior. Scourgewing. Just couldn't watch him foul this sacred ground. Let's get out of these nets. The sword should do. Wait, what's the sound outside? A special frequency just appeared before me. It's around here. I also love the positioning of the trophies. That's also pretty cool.
Efficiency, above all.
Like these little statues presenting you with the weapons and items. It's such a nice detail to the environment. I like it. I like it a lot. It's certain. It's certain now. Something unnatural is happening outside. Every exit is sealed by forces not of this world. Lan and I have no way out. Whispers claw at my ears. Only the pain of my wounds is keeping my mind from slipping away. This journal will likely be my last testament. Here's the truth. I've choked on for so long. Flavia and I, we swore to face off fair and square in the Coliseum final, to settle our rivalry the right way. But the night before, his house sent someone to me with message to hold back if things got rough. The author came with better money than the prize, and a promise to find the best doctor for my ailing sister. I said yes. I sold my honor as cheaply as those scum hunting lion. I disgraced that sacred fight with pathetic show, and he saw right through me. I've never seen a man look so disappointed in me, in his house and in the arena itself. He vanished into the wilds and never returned. After my sister passed, I tried to find him in Septimont. Though I thought I could square the debt and give him a real fight. As I write these words, I realized it wasn't just guilt that led me here. It was regret that I never faced him as a true gladiator. Now, I'll never have the chance. I'm leaving this to Lian. It will outlive me, no doubt. is someone ever reads these words. No, they are the last confessions of Levis. I pray that Flavio, wherever the wilds have taken him, has found glory that he deserves. May applause greet all who walk the path of glory. Damn. His method, like, I understand where he's coming from. It's sad that he had to spend his last moments in regret, though. That's so sad. Yeah, Flavio, who got to die with the feeling of glory, and Lyon, who had to die, Levis rather, who had to die with the feeling of regret. How long has it been, Lyon? How long did I sleep? Not much time left for me, ironic, isn't it? A man who has forsaken glory dies in a hall meant for heroes. No, it can't be, Flavio. What are you doing here? Where's my sword? Ah, there it is. Flavio, I challenge you now properly. By the eternal sun, I will fight with everything I have without deceit, till death and glory find us. Was he hallucinating in his last moments? Oh, that's so tragic. Lyon. Was his last vision a dream or a mirage you created? A deep, ambiguous roar. At least he found peace in the end. Man, that's so sad. Again, I like how the dragon's wings look like butterflies. Why did he give it such menacing music? Hey you, I saw it. That was you, wasn't it? The one who freed the Scourgewing? I'm over here by the hole it flew out of. Hello again. Give me a sec.
I'll take it as my overtime fee.
Okay, let's get out of here. Ah! Whee! I saw the Scourgewing fly across the sky. Thank you, you set it free. How do you know it was trapped inside? The border mountains saw the first dark tide. I remembered hearing the Scourgewing cry back then. I thought maybe it was sealed away by the dark tide's growth in some forgotten cave like some of the other creatures. That is way too specific. Tulia is being suspicious. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put the suspicion card on her. She's suspicious. I never imagined that I'd be strolling nearby to see if it fly out of the crypt like that. Ah yes, this one is Lyon, and the one in the tower at Mournful Canyon is Ish. They were sealed away in different places centuries ago. After this long imprisonment, they can finally reunite with each other. I wish them both the best. I'll continue seeking traces of V siblings. My instincts tells me that they will linger in the area for a while. Will you come and see them if I find them again? Of course. I have a feeling that the two siblings are gonna continue the rivalry of the two warriors. Take up the call in Septimont City. What call? The call in Septimont City. Where? Septimont City. I don't. Hold on. Let's zoom out first. Septimont. Septimont City would be around here, I'm guessing. Let's see. Ow. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. I've found traces of Lion and Ish. If you're free, would you like to come and see them? Sure. Hmm. This should be interesting. Flying down. Just a little more. Boom.
For the job, I guess.
Wait, hold on, leave.
Efficiency
Let me
bonus.
sort out these dragons real quick.
I'm just kidding. Come at me.
There we go.
And that
Let's see. Talk to Tulia. Ah, it took you long enough to get here. Where are the Scourge Wings? Ish and Lion, they circled Capitol Hill a few times before returning to their old trial grounds. Maybe they wanted to see how Septimont looks now, after all these centuries. I wonder if they were pleased or disappointed with what they saw. Only they would know, although judging from their roars, I'd say they were happy. After all, the night sky they soar freely beneath is just as beautiful as ever. Look, the echoes from the Ashen Dragon's crypt are spilling out, painting everything around us. This wasteland once swallowed by the dark tide is blooming with new life. There they are. I saw something like this when I was a child back then. I lived with my family at the Gladiators encampment right before the onset of the high tide season. When the Tacit Discourse came, everything shouted for me to run. Don't stop, don't look back. I ran, but I tripped on a hillside. Hundreds of them were closing in. I was so scared I shut my eyes and then I heard it. A deafening roar above me. When I opened my eyes, the monsters were gone. All that remained was a glimpse of brilliant wings disappearing into the clouds. Seeing that Scourge Wing was the first time I felt true wonder. Where will they go this time? Back to some ancient roost, or to where the next tragedy awaits to unfold. They've stood beside gladiators in their final moments. Now they carry those memories forward. I have a feeling as long as we share the same sky, we'll meet again. Wait, what's happening? Oh! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, my frames. Let me look around. Oh, the environment changed. I love when doing the side quest actually affects the environment. Like, look at this. Bro, this is beautiful. By the way, I don't know if you like turn-based games or not, but Limbus is one. I actually used to hate turn-based games and I didn't enjoy reading much in games either. But I swallowed it up. Then I tried the Library of Ruin prequels, and after that I ended up loving both reading and games and turn-based gameplay. That game took over my life for like 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about Limbus Company. I just love talking about it. Don't judge me. I'm not gonna judge you. See, I love hearing people ramble about the games they like because it definitely tells that the game did something for them that brought joy to them in some way, shape, or form. Don't worry, I'm not gonna judge you for that. If anything, I find it very, like, I find it lovely that people can enjoy something to a certain degree, and the game, like, something made a change for you so much that you're like, yeah, I actually really like this. So keep liking what you like, because honestly, I like it when people like what they like, because I like it too. Bro, so you're telling me by freeing these dragons, I have added more particles to my gameplay, therefore slowing it down even more. Help me. Because the game's definitely slower now. What have I done? I like that the music for this place has also changed as a result. Bro, how can anyone hate on Wua, man? Look at this. It's just beautiful. Like, even if you're not engaged in combat, I saw a clip of somebody just soaring around the map, enjoying the environment. Bruh. So does that mean every, like, night cycle in-game, I can come here and just admire the beauty? Because if so, I'm all for it. Okay. So I think we've done a majority of the side quests at this point, honestly. I was hoping I could find more of the mysterious side quest bosses, because they're hidden almost everywhere on the map.
Comes with the job.
Running won't save.
Excuse me.
All yours. Come at me.
My company.
I do hope to raise Cardi's level where she can do like 1k damage.
All of you at
That's the
once.
end goal for me.
Do overtime. Don't stand in my way.
Because I honestly got lucky with how I built Zani.
All yours. Now I have a report to write.
There we go.
That all you got?
Look at her sitting in her chair. Real queen shit right there.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
There's one up
Efficiency
there.
above all.
Again, we need to normalize the story mode being worth your time.
Windfall profits.
Like, see, because I did the story mode, the environment looks a lot more beautiful now. That is what I want from my side quests. I don't want my side quest to be just some bland 2 to 3 hour run of listening to this character talking about how he's missing apples. There we go.
I'll take it as my overtime fee. Gotcha.
Okay, it's down here.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
Also, the quick menu is also another feature that I like. You can mid-air, you can just quickly switch to gliding from like the other ones, you know? Look out below!
Fine.
My company.
Oh, dodge.
Listen up.
Oh, careful.
Still recognize me.
I see all of you at once. I don't do overtime. Come on.
Kill him.
Reduce to dust. You barely made a deck. That's a wrap.
My compliments. Victory.
And kill
favors
him.
me.
Oh, that easy. Okay. Damn, bro. I didn't even break a sweat.
Weird for profits. All yours.
Wait, hold on. Yes, I love talking about Limbus Company and Project Moon. Project Moon, I think I've heard Project Moon before. In general, the company behind all the games, I feel like the Library of Ruins and Limbus have affected me in a really positive way and left such a beautiful impact on me. I'm so glad I gave them a chance and I want others to experience it too. So I also want to share the experience with, you know? I understand that. It's kind of the same as how some people recommend an anime they found really beautiful
Comes with the
because the anime kind of left them with a good or happy feeling. So I can relate to the idea of wanting to share something that like really changed you in some unique way or form. I guess it's another, now that you bring that up, I think that is another interesting reason for why some people get upset when you know, like when a live action is announced, when a live action of a show is announced, or like live action is announced, or like when a what's it called, a new adaptation of the story is announced. People get upset when a manga is like, it doesn't look anything like the manga, you know? At least that's how I feel. I understand now why people really get pissy about it, because it's like, bro, this was a very big part of my childhood, and I feel the story that it told at the time was really better than the story you're trying to tell right now. You get me? So that's kind of why I understand why you like wanting to share the story that like really changed you in a positive way comes naturally. That does make a lot of sense. What's this gonna be? This isn't a place for sprouts like you. Shoo, don't distract us. We're trying to crack these blasted stone statues. You know, the only reason you're tagging along is because we promised the elders. Don't go thinking you're tough enough for this hunt. I only spoke out concern for your safety, but if you won't listen, so be it. What's going on here? Nothing, just kindly telling this kid to stay out of our way. Our elders made a vow long ago when the cursors awoke again. Their descendants would rather here hunt them down. Gather here and hunt them down. Today is that day. We came from far and wide to join the hunt, but there's no sign of the beast, only dried up riverbed and these strange statues. We suspect these statues are the Karasaurs, but no matter what we do, they're just cold dead stones, won't wake up for nothing. It's not the time yet, and it's dangerous if you keep staying here. Oh please kid, go play somewhere else. Alright, I hope you'll be alright. I'm off to fulfill the promise I made to Grandpa. Damn, just listen to the kid. Oh! I didn't expect her to lead the conversation and start walking towards the Karasaur, but that's cool. Cool little detail. Inquire. Do you need something? What's the promise you made to your grandpa? Before Grandpa passed, I asked him how to hunt the Karasaurs and pay respects at the graves of the heroes who died here. He told me that 12 heroes once stood fearless against the Karasaurs to protect him and some others. They gave their lives right here on this very ground. Everyone they protected swore that they and their descendants would continue to fight the Karasaurs when they returned and defend Septimont from their threat. That's all Grandpa told me, but I've always felt something about the story didn't add up. You think he hid something from you? Well, not him, but all those children who were protected. I asked everyone who came here what their elders passed down, and all the stories, there was one single clue missing: the hero's identity. I don't know why they did that, but it's obvious that it was intentional. I'm going to search the area. Hopefully I can find some clues tied to the truth of the story. Damn. Little kid's smart. Look around. Over here. What am I searching for? Not around here. What am I supposed to be looking for right now? Oh, they're up there. Okay, and there's one down there. I'll go to that one after I get this one. Inspect. Tra Resonator has joined. Though some parts of the sword tomb have been withered, the inscription remains clear. To the 12 valiant souls who laid down their lives to shield Septimon from disaster, were it not for your courage in the face of the Karasaur's threat, we would have perished beneath their claws. Out of reverence for your will, we have shrouded your names and identities, erecting the sword tomb to ensure your sacrifice will never be lost to the ages. We shall forever remember you, and so we who are saved by your valor may make this vow. Should the Karasaur rise again to threaten Septimon, we or our descendants shall rise to meet it. We shall defend this land as you once did, carrying forth your spirit. This oath shall endure, untarnished by time.
Lighter than a dove.
So that was one of the swords. I'm gonna go over here. I do like the writing for like the inscriptions. The inscriptions are actually worth reading. Like, you know, somebody who went to English class really wrote this because it's actually like really engaging. The inscription shows signs of being deliberately defaced. Oh. Hold on. Ooh. The little ones are crying. Their whimpers get swallowed up in the Karasaur's roars. Theo was right. The damn beast heading straight for us. Guess it figured out Dash. We can still run. We've got just enough strength left to make it. But the children, they can't even get past the trenches. Once the walls fall, there is no question what happens to them. We were scum once, sold our souls for money, but we bought them back along the way. Dash is interesting. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it? Us old outlaws dashed for decades, picking up weapons again to guard Septimon. Mazel's back is more bent than the swords he's gripping. Beckon's lance, the same one that carried him through a dozen wars. Is just a walking stick now. I'm no exception. My vision's blurry. Don't know if I can still hit the target dead on like I once did as a Dash. We were all Dash once. Time really doesn't pull its punches. Before we left, we picked one of the older kids to come with us. If we dash there, he's gotta make it back. Raise the alarm. Buy the others a chance to get out. The Dash close now. Well then, my old rivals, it's time. Time to meet Dash on the field. I wish you, me, and everyone happy hunting. Tarnished Sword Tombs. Yeah, I get that. I often think to myself, there are so many amazing games out there I haven't played and stories I haven't experienced that I don't know exist. It's crazy how you can pick up a random indie game that caught your interest and it ends up taking over your life and changing you for the better. Bro, that's just me with Undertale. That's literally just Undertale. Plays one game of Undertale, decides to become a better person. Like I've played every game, well, not every game you can think of, but I've played every version of a game you can think of. From the indies to the online flash games to the one shots to the short stories. I played them all. And each of them always had their own story to tell, their own form of a heart behind it. And personally, I love that. I love the art of people being able to create, because nothing reinforces my love for art more than seeing express their version and love for art. Now, how the hell, where do I find this? It's not around here. Look around for something hidden. Oh, it's raining. Wait a minute, what do you mean it's raining? It never rains in this game. Oh, I like this though. I don't know why, but I like rain in games. Wait, is there rain on the camera lens? Hey, that's a really nice detail. I like it.
A smooth journey.
That's a pretty silly detail. I like that. Bro, can you imagine fighting a boss in this rain? That was such a cool camera quality. Undertale will do that. Reminds me, I need to play Deltarune. The rain looks so good though. It does. I played Deltarune when it was demo, and honestly, I thought Toby Fox outdid himself. Like, I hadn't even played the full game. That was just the demo, and I thought that the game was like, whoa, guys, I don't think we're in Undertale anymore. I was just like, this is something else. I may play Deltarune like off stream or on stream. I'm kind of thinking on it right now. Maybe when it goes on sale. But for the time, I did enjoy playing Deltarune as much. Like, the way the story was delivered to me was like something else. Let's see. So, what do I do here? Okay, yeah. Inspect. Highly recommend Deltarune Chapter 3 cooked. I'm yet to play Chapter 4. But yeah, Deltarune's Chapter 1 and 2 demos are fantastic. Damn it. I told you we never should have let the young face the blight cloud. And now just us. A bunch of useless dash. Left standing. How the hell are we supposed to stop the Karasaurs? Doesn't matter. If they weren't short-handed, we'd still be rotting in our dash. We lived our lives, no regrets if we fall here. But those children, they're Septimonth's future. They deserve the chance to grow up. Save the speeches, what do we actually do? Try to get them out? With Dash closing in, there's nowhere safer than here. Then we deal with this the way Dash do. Been a long time since we held weapons. You haven't forgotten how to fight, huh? Heh. Don't go underestimating me. Once I'm done skewering the Karasaurus, I'll give you a taste of my lance. Your lance? He can't even talk without wheezing, you old bastard. Shut up. So long as I can breathe, I can fight. And while I can fight, those things haven't won yet. Damn right. If we're going down, maybe next time they'll talk about us. They'll call us something other than Dash. I think they were outlaws. I think the 12 heroes were actually outlaws. The truth behind the story is finally coming together.
Lighter than a dove.
Interesting. Another story I like is when people who are kind of looked down upon as like scum, outlaws, or rogues decide to rise up to the challenge and become something more than just their titles. That too is also another story that kind of tickles my heart in a good way. Do you need something? Share with him what you discovered. So the 12 heroes who saved Grandpa were actually prisoners of Septimont. No wonder they deliberately erased their identities, leaving behind only a promise and a story. What are you going to do? Yes, I think they deserve to know. No matter what others think, anyone who stands up in a time of crisis is a hero. Anyway, thank you for your help. Now, can I finally carry out Grandpa's last wish and honor those heroes properly?
Anything catch your eye?
Do those not... What now? I was looking forward to fighting these Karasaurs. Why have you disappointed me so? Roar! Give me combat, damn it!
You will yield.
Okay. So I actually do think like we can kind of calmly end this here. We've done most of the side quests for the most part. Anything else we need to do, we can probably do it next stream. Like, we have about like 20 days till we have 20 days till like the next half of the story releases. And plus, I think Warframe's TennoCon is coming up. So you guys do look forward to that. The Discord when I plan to stream it, because I think it's going to stream for 3 days. And between those 3 days, I also do have work. So I won't be able to probably experience the full TennoCon, which actually sucks because I love TennoCon. I'm a big Warframe fan. But yeah, let's see who we can raid out to. Let's see, who's streaming right now? Let us see. If I can't find anyone, be ready to recommend someone we can raid to. Who can we raid? Who is streaming right now? This guy. Okay. Oh, Aaron the Quest. Aaron's, I don't know what Aaron's doing, but Aaron's a voice actor and he seems pretty nice and lovely, and I like his model. Go say hi to Aaron for me. But yeah, once again, it was fun chatting with you guys today. I look forward to actually seeing you guys again next stream and hanging out with you. It's always such a thrill for me. I do hope you'll come again to next stream, and I do hope that I'll have a bit more to show you guys on stream. But yeah, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, and yeah, put out the love, why don't you? Bye bye.